All right, Shalom. I want to give, first and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rakak Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who feed and nourish us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Salutations, shalom, and blessings to you, sincere Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. I'm just going to jump right in. This is Deuteronomy 30:7. It says, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee." Okay, so who our number one enemy is Esau, Edom. Okay, because it tells you in Genesis. Matter of fact, let me grab it. I believe it's Genesis 49. Let me try. No, I'm tripping. Genesis 49. That's so I could bear with me 1 second. Genesis 27. So this is Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, "The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob." Yeah, man, and he still has that hatred towards us this very day, man. Okay, and that's why Negroes, Latinos, Native, and Seminole Indians are being killed at the highest rate ever, man. Because Esau, Edom, he has it out for us, man. Why? Because he feels as if we stole his birthright, man. Which that's not true. We didn't steal it. If you're dumb enough to sell your birthright, then that's on you. You know, he has some raw pottage that he was cooking, which is Jacob, and Esau was claiming that he was at the point of death when he really wasn't, and he just wanted to eat that pottage. And then Jacob said, "What? Okay, well, sell me your birthright if you want this. If you dying that bad, sell me your birthright." And what did he do? He sold it, man. So how is that on us that we got the blessing when you sold it and you despised it actually at that? Okay, so back in Deuteronomy. Oh shit. Salakia. 30:7 it says, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee." Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to Psalms 83, start at 2. It says, For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Moab and the Ishmaelites. What's that? No, the tabernacles of Edom, Salakian, which are Esau, so-called Caucasians. The Ishmaelites, which are those Ishmael is the dot heads, or no, Ishmael is the Arabs and stuff. Then you got Moab is the Chinese, the Hagarenes, I believe, are Ham, if I'm not mistaken, Gabal and Ammon. Ammon is Japanese. Amalek, the so-called Guttarat Jews, the Philistines, more Hamites, with the inhabitants of Tyre, more Hamites, Ashur, and is also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. So these are all nations that are, you know, confederate against us, man. And what did the Lord say, man? He said he's going to take the curses that we've been put up under, which is Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, you know, starting at the 14th verse on down. Or the curses start at 16. You know, all these curses are going to be put on them. You know, I'm not going to read them, but you can read them. You know, all these curses are going to be put on them, man. And we actually see these things come into fruition, man. We see Esau. Esau is the main one needing welfare and government aid and assistance, man. Okay, Jake, hey man, we've been at this low level our whole lives, man. We know how to survive off of crumbs, man. But yet Esau is being knocked off his high horse, and now they're scrapping for the crumbs that we've been getting fed for the longest, man. Now they have to eat of that same off that same plate, man. Eat them crumbs like we've been eating for forever, man. And Esau has a weak spirit, man. That they can't take it when they fall from glory to the bottom, man. So what do, man? They end up blowing their brains out, man. They can't take it, man. They have weak spirits, man. Okay? Weak ass spirits. And same with these other nations, man. They have weak ass spirits, man. You know, they're not, they can't withstand the shit that we went through, you know? They can't. And that's why you know we are the salt of the earth, man. We are the greatest people on this planet, man. Because only we could survive the shit that we've been put through, man. These other nations would be decimated, man. You know, but yet and still, man, the Lord is reversing these curses from off of us and putting them on our enemies, man. Okay, and like I said, our number one enemy is Esau, Edom, man. So he's gonna get it the worst, man. He's gonna get it the worst, man. Let me see, where is it at? Yep. Right, here's Obadiah verse 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the land of distress, or in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Yeah, man. And that's what's coming. That's what's happening right now, man. Esau is being rewarded for all the destruction and calamity that he has caused us, man. Okay. And the Lord is not just jacking Esau up with plagues and all that. He's jacking him up with these other nations coming up against him, man. Which it tells you earlier in this chapter, man. thou art greatly. Verse 2, it says, behold, I made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. You know, the people that were confederate with you, man, now they're turning against you, man. Verse 7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Yeah, man. So the Lord is turning you and all your confederates, we were talking about in Psalms 83rd chapter, against each other, man. And not just that, the Lord is causing these plagues and famines and pestilences to cleave unto you and cleave unto those heathens that were confederate with you, that are now your enemies. Okay. Hey, so man, the Lord is working a perfect work, man. You know, you cats, Esau, Edom, and the rest of you nations think you're gonna get away with the hell that you put on us, man. But the Lord said it's a righteous thing. Surely is a righteous. Damn, I don't want to butcher it. Seeing it is a righteous thing. I believe that's how it goes. Yep. It said 2 Thessalonians 1:6. As seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Yeah, man. And that's exactly what's happening, man. The Lord is recompensing these nations for the trouble that they put upon us, man. And the main culprit of these troubled times, man, and the troubling times that we're facing, man, is Esau, Edom, man. Who runs this world, man? Who is the who's in control of this earth, man? Esau, Edom, man. And that's why you see everybody around the world wears a suit and tie, man. Because whose attire is that, man? Esau, Edom. Whose face is on the damn money? Esau, Edom. Okay? Who sets the trends? You know? Well, they don't set the trends as far as, fashion and all that shit, because that's Jake that does that. But yet and still, when it comes to money and like the tech world and all that, it's Esau, Edom that's like setting the standard for that shit, man. Okay? But yet and still, man, these curses that were on us are getting put on him. And not only that, man, you got our power that's on your ass, man. Okay? Which he's sending hell, upon y'all, man. And a lot more to come down the pike, man. Because you touched the apple of his eye, man. And yeah, man, everything that you got coming, you deserve, man. Every single thing you got coming, you deserve. What's that? Ezekiel 35. Yeah, this is it. This is Ezekiel 35. I'm starting 1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. And Mount Seir, it's symbolic of Edom. It's Edom. That was their dwelling. And prophesy against it, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of my children of Israel, of the children of Israel, by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Yeah, man, that's it, man. The Most High has it out for you, Esau, Edom, and the rest of you nations that played a part in bringing us down You know, the transatlantic slave trade, which that was Ham and Ishmael, okay, and Esau, you know, and then you know Moab has had us in slavery. Every nation has had a part in enslaving Israel, man. So guess what? Every nation in like manner will be enslaved by Israel, man. And everything that you put upon us, hey, you're gonna get it double, man. And that's just that, man. Why is that? Because that's what the Lord prescribed, man. That's how he wants it to play out. All right. Even with that, you know, I'm gonna shut it down. You know, there's plenty of other scriptures to you know to illustrate you know what the Lord's gonna do to you cats for having a you know a hatred towards us, and not even just you, man. The Lord hates Moab. You know, it speaks volumes on that in the scriptures. You know, the Lord hates wickedness, man, and all these other nations are set in wickedness, man. Okay, but with that, I'm gonna say shalom.